Hi students, how are you everybody? All of you fine? Okay, this moment I play the card, so everybody will get soon from COVID-19. Okay session. Okay my dear students, today's session I will explain about inheritance concept. Inheritance concept is very important in Java programming as well as C++ also. But only multiple inheritance. So Java does not support multiple inheritance only. So remaining I will explain what is inheritance, what are the various categories in inheritance. Then I will explain each and every category through block diagram as well as how to implement the coding also. Now inheritance. Inheritance means access the properties from one class to another class is known as inheritance, or acquiring the properties from one class to another class is called as a inheritance, or invoke the properties from one class to another class is called as a inheritance. That is the inheritance exact definition. Access the properties from one class to another class is known as a inheritance. So inheritance are classified into 5 types. My dear students, inheritance are classified into how many types? 5 types. That is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. These are the 5 classifications. So first one is single inheritance. Single inheritance. Second one, multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Third one, multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Fourth one, hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Fifth one, hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. These are the 5 classifications. Single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. First we'll discuss about single inheritance. Single inheritance. Single inheritance means one superclass, then one subclass is there. Only one superclass. Single means one. One superclass, one subclass. For example, so now I will draw the block diagram. So A is a superclass. Then B is the subclass. B is the subclass. Now it accesses the properties from A to B. A to B. Because A is called as a superclass. Whenever we are saying A superclass, at this moment it is saying subclass. It is called as a subclass. Or it is called as a superclass, also called as a parent class. Parent class. At this moment, the subclass is called as a child class. So parent class means here we are called as a child class. Then sometimes it is called as a base class. Base class. A is called as a base class. At this moment, so subclass, I mean B is called as a base class means here called as a derived class. Derived class. It is a diagrammatic representation of single inheritance. Now I will explain how to implement the coding. Okay, coding wise. So A is a superclass. That is class A. I think everyone know class means set of properties and the method behaviors. Okay, it's got a set of variables and the methods. Now A, it is superclass. Now So coding wise what happened? I'm writing class, then space class name. What is the class name? A. Then next, what is the subclass name? B. That is class. Then B extends. My dear students, all of you carefully observe how to acquire the properties, how to inherit the properties, how to access the properties, how to invoke the properties from A to B means here we are using keyword as extends keyword. Very, very important. Extends keyword. Then mention the superclass. Now class B, that is subclass, extends properties from A. Then my dear students, so whatever variables we declare in A, whatever methods we declare in A, so all the methods, variable, what happened? So invoke into class B. Okay, that is about single inheritance. Whenever, so everybody clearly understanding the single inheritance, automatically you are understanding the remaining concept also. Okay, my dear students. Then next, my dear students, multiple inheritance. My dear students, next concept is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means access the properties from more than one base class. Here, so number of superclasses are there, one derived class is there. So one derived class access the properties from more than one superclasses, more than one base classes, more than one parent classes. Now let us do some diagram representation to multiple inheritance. So here A is there, B, C. All of you carefully observe. How many superclasses are there? 3 superclasses, namely A, B, C. So only one subclass, that is D. Now access the properties from A, from B, from C. So that is about multiple inheritance. Acquiring the properties from more than one base class. Here we are using more than one base class, then only one derived class. That is about multiple. Multiple means so more than one. Okay. Now, so please all of you carefully observe. Always this arrow indicates to derived class only. Arrows indicates derived class. Okay. Please keep this point of mind. Then next one is, my dear students, so how to represent it in coding wise. So how many superclasses are there? 3. Class A. Then, my dear students, what is the next class? Class B. Then next one, class C. These are the 3 superclasses. Class A, class B, class C. Then what is the derived class name? D. That is class D extends how many superclasses? A, B, C. So each and every superclass separated by comma. That is class D extends A. Class D extends A. All of you understand, my dear students? Yes. But Java does not support multiple inheritance. So this concept we are not utilizing in Java programming. Okay, that regards what happened, introduce a interface concept. So introduce a interface concept. So interface also just like a class. Interface also just like a class. That class having the just like a variables and the methods. But Java does not support multiple inheritance. So each and every superclass, A, B, C, each and every superclass just converting into interface. What is the interface syntax? Interface name. That is interface A. Then mention the variable and method. Then next, if you want extend the properties from interface means then we are using keyword as implements keyword. Implements keyword. Okay, please all of you carefully observe. We are using the implements keyword. Here class D then implements A, B, C. In this manner, here extends place, we can replace the implements keyword whenever we are using interface concept. When we are using interface concept at the multiple inheritance time. What is multiple inheritance? So one derived class acquiring the properties from more than one base class. At this moment, each and every base class, just what happened, converting into interface. Then how to declare the interface? Interface, same, just like a class. Interface space interface name. Then mention the here, so variable as well as methods. Then how to access how to implement the subclass? Here using keyword as implements keyword. Similarly, just I mentioned class D. Then implements A comma, okay, B comma C in this manner. Just using implements keyword. Okay, just converting the each and every class into interface. How to convert? So interface name is A. Then similarly interface space B, then the interface space C. In this manner we mention interfaces. Then how to implement? Class D implements A comma B comma C. Okay, very deeply I will explain at the interface session. Okay. Then next, my dear students, we will discuss about in the inheritance concept multi-level inheritance. We will discuss about multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance means multi-level inheritance. So that is A, B, C. It is the block diagram to multi-level inheritance. A, B, C. So here A is a superclass, B is a subclass, but B is a superclass to C. Then C is a subclass. That is multi-level inheritance. Here, some cases, some situation that derived class sometimes what happen act like a base class. Derived class act like a base class. Okay. It is a diagrammatic representation to multi-level inheritance. Okay. Then coding wise how to implement I will explain. So that is what is the class A? What is the A? A means superclass. That is class A. Then next one is class B extends A. Class B extends A. Then next one is class C. Class C extends B. Class B extends C. All of you understand, my dear students? So multi-level. So in one level, what happened? So one A is a superclass, B is a derived class. Another level, the derived class act like a superclass. Then C is a subclass. That is multi-level inheritance. Then next, my dear students, hierarchical inheritance. What is the next one, my dear students? Hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Now I draw the block diagram to hierarchical inheritance. That is A. A is a. Then B. Then C. My dear students, all of you carefully observe. Here hierarchical means one base class. Then more than one derived class. One base class and more than one derived class. That is hierarchical inheritance. All of you understand, my dear students? So one base class and more than one derived class. That is about hierarchical inheritance. But multiple inheritance means more than one base class, then one derived class. More than one base class and one derived class. Now, it is a diagrammatic representation to hierarchical inheritance. Then, how to convert it into coding? So that is class A. What is the superclass name? A. One superclass. Then more than one subclass. Then next one is, my dear students, so class B. Class B. So extends. Class B extends A. Now class B access the properties or invoke the properties from A. Then similarly, class C so extends the properties from A. Extend the properties from A. That is about hierarchical inheritance. Okay, all of you understand, my dear students? Then next one is hybrid inheritance. What is the next one? Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance means it is the combinations of multiple and hierarchical inheritance. Any classification of hierarchical and any other classification. All of you understand? It is the combinations of hierarchical and any other, that is multi-level or multiple or whatever. Now I draw the simple black diagram to hybrid inheritance. Please all of you carefully listen. So here hybrid means A, B, C. So my dear students, all of you carefully observe. Here it is hierarchical inheritance. Next, what I am saying, it is a combination of the hierarchical inheritance and any other combination. So here I am using the multi-level inheritance, that is D. Or multiple inheritance. So here it is called as a hierarchical. Then it is called as a multiple inheritance. That is about hybrid. It is the combinations of the hierarchical and multiple inheritance. It is called as a hierarchical inheritance. It is the black diagram to hybrid inheritance. Then this black diagram, how to converting into coding, I will explain. So that is, first one is class A. Then my dear students, what is the next one? Class B. Class B extends A. Class B extends A. Then class C extends so A. Then class D extends B comma C. Okay, class D extends the properties from B and C. Here more than one superclass. So each and every superclass separated by comma. That is B comma C. It is the coding. All of you understand, my dear students? So hybrid inheritance means it is the combinations of the hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. Okay, here hierarchical means one base class, then more than one derived class. Then multiple means so more than one base class, then one derived class. Here A is a superclass, B and C are the derived subclass. Then here B and C are the base class. Then D is the derived class. Okay, it is the inheritance concept. C++ as well as Java. But please all of you keep this point in your mind. Java does not support multiple inheritance. So that regards each and every class converting into interface. Through interface only you can implement the properties into a derived class. First each and every superclass, that means base class or parent class, just converting into interface. What is the syntax? Interface space interface name. Okay. Then what is interface? Interface is just like a class. So what is a class? Set of properties and the method behavior. Then you can implement all the properties into a derived class. Which keyword you are using? Implements keyword. Whenever we are using interface concept, then how to extend the properties using implements keyword. So class to class means extends. Then interface to class means implements keyword. It is very, very important. Class to class means extend keywords we are using. Then next one is interface to class means using implements keyword. Okay, my dear students, so these concepts are very, very important. So next session I will explain the interface concept very deeply. Okay, my dear students. So in this session, if you have any doubt, please contact me through my mobile number. I think everybody know my mobile number 970-540-995. Then through contact me my mail ID. So my mail ID deepakkumar@gmail.com. If you have any doubt, please contact me.